like Terrell Owens. Even Randy Moss is scaled down. Randy Moss goes out and plays now. You don't hear anything about Randy Moss anymore, do you? Terrell Owens, that guy's a joke, man. Guy's a joke. And listen to Tony Romo, excuse me. Tony Romo is a very good quarterback, and he's going to be an even better quarterback in the next couple of years. This is a future Super Bowl winner. I really do. I'm not sure he wins one under Wade Phillips, because Wade Phillips isn't the guy in Dallas, that's for sure. But listen to Romo and what he has to say.
Played really good football. But, this one's on me. As a quarterback, you can't turn the ball over that many times and expect to win, especially not in an environment like that against a defense like that.
You hear that? You hear that? This one's on me. Now that's a leader. Have you ever heard Terrell Owens say, "This one's on me"? This was my fault. This is why we lost, because of me. Never, 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 ever. And it's not going to happen because he's selfish. And Terrell Owens isn't a good football guy. Good football player, actually a little bit overrated, to be honest, completely honest with you. If he didn't have such a big mouth, he wouldn't be such a big-time receiver that everybody thinks he is. He's an okay receiver. But Dallas isn't going to win with Terrell Owens. I promise you that. And also, Dallas isn't going to win with a coach like Wade Phillips. There's a reason why Wade Phillips is on the sideline. It's easy. I mean, Jerry Jones is a egotistic maniac and wants to make sure that he has his hands in everything. And he understands that Wade Phillips is a yes sir type guy. Jerry Jones came out and said that Marion Barber should have played with this toe. He had a bad toe, but he should have played. Don't you ever test one of your players in the NFL. Ever. It's a rough sport. And when you test the guy's integrity like Barber, Marion Barber, that is completely false. That is completely wrong. That is something you don't want to do, man. I guarantee you that locker room wasn't excited in what Jerry Jones had to say. And when Jerry Jones says things like that, you better believe the entire league hears that. Free agents at the end of the year are going to remember that. Hey, the owner over there put his guy under the bus, in December. I'm not sure if I, drop a pass or something. I'm not sure if I want to go out there. Is he going to put me under the bus? Put it this way. It's very simple to understand all this stuff. At work, do you really want your boss putting you under the bus in front of everybody? Think about that for a second. People think that these NFL players or these professional athletes are different than us. It's no different from your everyday job. It's the same thing. If you don't succeed in bringing in a customer, and you had them, it was close, man, but you just couldn't slam the door shut. And your boss comes, and you guys are having a big meeting, board meeting, and he throws you under the bus and says something stupid, and cursing in front of everybody, all of your coworkers. How would you like that? You would hate it. You would hate it. And the great part about all this is that Marion Barber hasn't shot back yet. You heard what Clinton Portis had to say about Jim Zorn and his head coach. Zorn says wasn't ready. He was hurt in practice, so he went with Betts because Betts was, mentally and physically ready, was practicing with the first team. And then Clinton Portis comes out and does what Clinton Portis is going to do. Really didn't surprise anybody. Didn't surprise me. I don't think it surprised you. Went out and called him, his coach, basically an idiot. And he should have never said that. And he said that my genius coach called him. Obviously sarcasm. Marion Barber hasn't done that yet. Very smart on his part. Very, very professional. Now, my advice to Jerry Jones is, when you want to be a leader, you're a GM, you're an owner, you got the entire, franchise in your hands, obviously. Listen, man, just go up to him and have a meeting with him, a face-to-face meeting with Marion Barber. Don't you ever test the guy like Marion Barber's integrity. Ever. Not to the media, okay? Never. You don't do that in front of your teammates and your players in the locker room. To take that out in the media and say he was okay to play? Come on, Jerry. You know better than that. You've been around more than I have. There's a way to get to players, and sometimes it's okay to go through the media in certain circumstances. But not like this. Not with injuries this big. And if you won that game in Pittsburgh, what's going to happen? You think anything would have happened? You think Jerry Jones would have came out and said anything like that? Absolutely not. Of course not. You think Terrell Owens would have been upset? Of course not. The Dallas Cowboys blew that game in the fourth quarter. And by the way, I think Mr. Mad Mike, I think somebody called me Money Mike. Money Mike is 12-3 in his Stone Cold loss. 12-3. And I guarantee you, nobody on here, listen to me, ever. You don't have, don't listen to me. You don't have to listen to me. Hey, I'm just 12-3. And just ignore me. Don't listen to what I have to say. Because I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm 12-3. I took the Pittsburgh Steelers in that game. You think I was worried in the fourth quarter when they were down by 10 points? Never. Never. You kidding me? I was cashing in, baby. Cashing in. I knew exactly what was coming. Don't you ever doubt Mad Mike. Ever. 12-3. Yeah, nobody ever, no, yeah, all of a sudden nobody wants to type. Everybody's typing on the board. Not anymore. Yeah, that's what I thought. Shut them up real quick. You know, when I had a rough week, forget about it. Forget about it. I lost 2 games in 1 week. And, you know, all these guys all over me. Oh, getting a little colder with your picks, eh, Mike? Hey, what happened to your picks? You went 0-2 this week. And now I'm 12-3. Now nobody can type a thing on the board. Can't say a thing anymore, can you? That's right. It's respect. That's what that is. Listen, the Dallas Cowboys since 1996 in December. Not a very good month for the Dallas Cowboys. They're 17-29 in December. 17-29. That's money time. December is money time. December is the month you have to win if you are a contender. If you want to get into the postseason. 17-29 just isn't going to get done. Now you play Baltimore, you play Philadelphia. You know, it's not going to be easy for the Dallas Cowboys. They get one more game. I can't remember what game it is. Deal will put it up on the board. But I know it's one more physical opponent. If they were going to lose any game, and if they're guaranteed to go 3-1, let's say, it should have been this last week against Pittsburgh. Because an AFC team, and your matchup head-to-head is okay. You don't want to lose to an NFC team. You can't lose to Philly. They play the Giants. That's right. They play the Giants. That will be played in Dallas. They play a physical team in Baltimore. I like Baltimore's chances in that game. They play a Giant team who is, well, Blacksco Burrs could have done more to that team now. I think a big distraction to the New York Giants. Very well could have been. They looked bad last week. Very flat. Philly did, you know, Philly, they didn't even look that good, and they took charge, the New York Giants, in New York. Kind of scary to say. Philly's not getting